Oh, disconnected. Stream disconnected. Why do you disconnect for? Yeah, we're back. I'm back. Stream disconnected. It's probably because I'm trying to go for like an hour and almost 2 hours and it disconnects. 6% download. I'm gonna go through here and see if I can find anything else that's useful. Now continue to download hopefully. Mountain terrain plus rock plus tree. Desert 23 space for about counting. Easy road 3D. Free island collection. Nature materials. Realistic nature materials. So free. 6 megabytes. Ooh, grass. Exactly. Then let's download this. This will be a lot faster. I mean, I'm already downloading something, but it'll be faster anyway. So, and then here's my pack. You can see down here, you have the packages. I don't really need this open anymore. I can close it. I was messing around with adding more space to my, and then I can import. Import again. Okay, now let's go back. I download that. That's what that's like when you download it. Now this is at 9%. So let's continue to look for more stuff. So we got. Let's look at this desert path. Free low poly desert. I don't want low poly because I'm doing a high res thing. So let's do 3D. There's 8 categories of 3D. Platforms, Windows. There's only one Windows. Okay, let's undo that. Free island collection. What's that? I mean, what is the Sport Universion? Like a island collection, island collection package filled with trees, plants, rocks. AAA, that's gonna cost money, I guess. Okay, I wish it would open in, so yeah, $39.99. I guess I could download it. It's only 200. No. Let's not do that right now. Easy Road 3D. Let's read this. Version of Easy Road 3D. Easy way to create roads in Unity and have the terrain tool combined accordingly. Full toolset demos, videos, click. Easy Roads Pro, which is available as so temporarily only, and still temporarily only $45. Okay. Easy Road Pro. Let's go back. Fantasy Clouds. I mean, look, this is, don't really necessarily, I can download it, but, it isn't high, looks high res, kind of. These textures I'm downloading right now are probably very high resolution. They are very high resolution, in fact. 8,000 megabytes, there's like, what is 8,000 by 8,000? With 64 million? 64 megabyte, just for one texture alone, 64 megabytes. Holy smokes, that's huge. 64 megabytes. That's a huge chunk. This because look, go back. I'll show you. That's downloading. So okay, it's not in terrain textures. Terrain textures. It's 2D, 2 dimensions. Oh, that makes sense. Textures are 2 dimensional. I was gonna say. Oh, okay. It makes more sense. But anyway. Yeah, my stream restarted. Darn it. 694 megabytes. See? 2 big UV green grass resolution 8192 by 8192. I was gonna say, what's 8 megabytes by 8 megabytes? 8 million times 8 million. 6.4 terabytes. So 8 million by 8 million pixels would be 64 terabytes. Holy smokes, that's huge. So there's a 2K, there's a 4K, 5 textures, 2 grass, 2 rock. Now, I'm going to find other textures. So I'm going to go over here and go 2D only, because there are textures. Terrain textures, snow. That looks kind of cool. And that's 155 megabytes. Maximum size 4x4. Image original raw photographers photographs face of skin. Oh look, so snow textures and samples. I mean, we'd have the winter, so I don't want to download that right now. I'm already downloading something else. Okay. And then there's realistic nature. That's probably also really huge files. No, this is like, look, so, okay, that's 500 by 512 in PNG. Never mind, that's small. Suitable. Oh, I already have that. Never mind, import. So MTE. National materials, plugins. Okay, that's assets, right? Natural okay, where's natural materials? Terrain. Ground. 000. Now, is this let's go back to the scene. Oh look, it worked. I think. Terrain data. There's a lot of terrain data. What do I drag this? No. Drag that into here. New terrain. I don't understand terrain data. Let me try drag this. This is a material, I think, right? It shows that as a material, but I don't understand. When I drag it into here, it doesn't let me drag it into either one of these. Physics material. Physics material. I don't understand. What kind of materials? Oh wait, there's all these materials. Can I drag this into? Come on, I keep forgetting. Can I drag this into here? Physics material. There is none. What in the world? Why? I don't understand. Okay, how do I? Okay, I had to create mirror. Create material. Okay, physical material. How do you do that? Shader, standard, mobile. I don't understand. Okay, I'll go turn off. Look this up. Physics material. How to make a Unity. Maybe I don't really need to do anything. Physics material. Yes, physics material. You should adjust friction and bounce of X and colliding objects. Create physical, select assets, create physical material. Okay, assets, create. Assets, create. Oh, there's the create button. Oh! Oh my goodness! What is going on? Oh wow, I just, ground! I'll call it ground. 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 Now, addressable dynamic friction, static friction, bounciness, friction combined. I don't know. Oh, so that makes sense. Terrain. I'll just drag this in here. Ground. Now terrain data. What's terrain data? I don't know. I don't know anything in here. Is there like a menu? Help. Unity manual. Yes. Open with. Oh. Oh, I already have that. Open with. I need the Unity manual. Physics, sculpting, scripting, graphics. Okay, search the manual. TERRAIN, terrain. Terrain collider, terrain engine, terrain layers, terrain settings, terrain tools. You can also create your own. Okay, what about terrain data? The terrain data asset that stores height maps, terrain textures, detail meshes, and trees. Assets. Create. Terrain. Nope. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. Oh wait, so can I drag this terrain, this grass I called, into terrain data? No. Where do I put the texture at then? Oh, that's terrain. Terrain data used by the terrain collider is different from the terrain. Would you like to assign the some terrain data to the terrain collider component? Uh. Open. Can you open it, please? Um. Let's go back here and try to figure this out. Terrain settings, terrain pixelation, terrain, terrain texture. Texture, terrain height maps. Normally mesh measuring object textures. Textures for use in 3D models. Apply to materials. Materials specifically for shaders. Graphics program. Materials specialized by crop. Shader and the textural mesh shaders can be. Lighting and color effects. Shaders. How do I do that? Textures and mesh in project view. Testing today's consists of GUI scripting guide. GUI scripting guide. Game free aspect. Let's go back. I'm so confused. If anyone can help, I mean anyone. Can I go back to Unity now? I mean, this is where I'm streaming right now, right? Yeah, I think I am. Okay. It's not working. Unity! Did it die? Don't please. Don't die on me! I don't want to download it again! I was gonna say. I want to use these terrain texture packs, even though it's like 694 megabytes. They look 34%. I just had to figure out how to do it. I don't know how to change this or open this or anything. Hey, look. What am I looking at? Where's my camera at? Why is it so small? Wait, what? That's not small, I don't think. Oh, it's not small. It's huge, in fact. It just looks small. I was zoomed out. I wish I had a height map. I could import a height map, but what happened to them? Oh, that's a lot bigger than I thought. Okay. Okay, now, is there... I watched him make it. I watched the video, and I still don't remember how to do it. I know how to do... Okay, yes, I know how to do the terrain now. I could literally just do this already. So, I already know how to do it. So, 200. Let's just start making the terrain right here. Just random stuff. I need bigger than that. Let's go to 500. That's the largest brush size. So we're creating a mountains. No, it's stupid. Let's just do this again. Oh, if we're doing mountains, let's say this is an ocean here, and we ring this in a mountain range like this. Okay. I need a higher strength, but I can't go higher. I mean, it only goes to 500 strength. Size. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm zoomed all the way out and it looks small. No wonder why. Because I'm zoomed all the way out. That's why it looks so small. It's like, why is this so small for? That's because I'm zoomed all the way out, but if I zoom in, I mean, it is huge when you zoom in. But I don't know how to. Okay, let me go to the controls. I don't even know how to move around. Controls. I don't know what left, right, forward, backwards. Movement. I mean, it's WASD, but WASD does not work. How do you move in Unity? Just have to look that up. Fine, I'll use it. How to move in Unity. There's a deduction for because I can't move side to side, left to right, forward and backwards. I can't really do that. I wanna move in Unity scene map. Scene navigation. Yes, I went scene navigation. I could have thought that. But I want to go like forward and backward, left and right. Oh, the hand tools. That's how I do it. Okay. The hand tools. Yes, like that. Like that. That's what I want to do. And see, WASD is not working. Okay, let's just move in. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's make this mountain range like I said. Oh, so the middle mouse wheel is to move around. Oh, the pan. That's what I want to pan. I want to pan, so. Oh, darn it. The highest you can go is 500. 500 meters. Can I change that? Can I actually change how high I can go? Okay, cog. Okay, because that changes the, terrain settings. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna change it to like 1500. Now let's control and let's go back to the which I have to do it on all of them. 1500. Can I like do it on all the wow, this is darn it, I had to do it on all of them. I hope not. Okay, can I actually copy and paste? Okay, let me do this. Select all these since they're not enabled. And then go back into this one and re-add all of them at 1500. I think it would add them at 1500. Oh, that's the regular one. I'm not even drawing on the regular one. 1500. 1500 height. That's still 1500 meters. I mean, that's like how many feet? 1500 meters to 1500 2 feet. It's 4,921 feet. So in reality, let's put that at. Let me look at a real regular. Okay, so Mount Everest is 29,000. But no, it's Mount Everest is 29,000 feet. So I need 9. Let's go with 9,000. No, yeah, let's go with 9,000 meters instead of 5,000. 1,500. And now I had to change every one of these to 9,000. 9,000. Delete. Oh, Now we have 9,000 mountains. Oh, so can I actually? I'll have to remove that. No, I can just delete that. Forget about that. I can just delete it. So now I'm gonna change them all to actually. I should have. I'm just gonna do this all over again. Forget about this. Delete and just add a new terrain. Okay, component, our window. I already have it open. Okay, so create new terrain. 15,000. Now this is 15,000 meters. So I'll show you how many feet that is. 15,000. That's okay. Let's see how many miles that is. That's 9. Oh, that's not as big as I thought it was. Okay, how big is the Earth? How big is the Earth and if you took a sphere out and spread it out? What's the diameter? What's the dimensions of Earth? This sphere you spread out in the world. What's the dimensions of the map? I mean, let's say if I wanted to make Earth, how big of big would it be? I mean, a sphere spread out on a flat plane. How big is Earth? The length and the width. I mean, I know the diameter, but that's doesn't. I don't know how I'd translate that to length and width. What is the length and width of a 2D Earth? Earth map. So if Earth is I can tell the diameter. So technically, if Earth was a perfect sphere, what is Earth's height? What is Earth's height and width? Height and width. I know it's diameter, but what is its height and its width? I say this Earth doesn't have a height. I want to know the height. If you went from around the poles and around the. How do they make those rectangle maps then? If there is no height and width, you can't make a rectangle map. That makes no sense. I'm talking about how to make Earth. How big a map do you make Earth? If you want to make it the size of Earth on a two-dimensional surface. How big of map to make Earth on a 2D surface in Unity? Well, you don't have. Okay, so I have titles, but I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna go with 15,000. I'm gonna go with. Hey, hold right click and use WSD. Well, oh right. Are you talking about? Right click and use. How are you? Do you know? I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to make a realistic terrain map right now. I'm trying to figure out the units. This is meters, so let's see. I said units in meters, so I'm thinking 1 million, 1 million, 1 meters to 1 million, 1 million meters to miles. So Nope, 1 million. You can't read anything on the screen. Oh, it's probably because it's too low resolution. Because that's all I got for streaming. Too blurry? Yeah, because I only have a megabit per second upload, so I can't stream at 720p. I mean, I go into my stream and see if. Yeah, also I can't see anything either. I know, but I need a faster. I wish I had faster internet. So I'm thinking not even a million, 15 million. I'm thinking 15 million. No, that's way too big. That's 9,300. So the circumference of Earth. No, that's not big enough. The circumference of Earth is like I heard 20,000, 25,000 miles. So what's 25,000 in meters? 40 million. So let's make 40 million. 40 million meters. It's going to be a huge map. 40 million. And the height. So the highest mountain is Mount Everest, which is which is about 29,000 feet. So 29,000 is. So I'm gonna make the height 9,000 meters. So 8,830 is the height of Mount Everest about. Or no, it's 30,000 feet. So 30. What is the height of Mount Everest in height? HIGH of Mount Everest in kilometers, I guess. 8.848. Yes, I thought. It's 29,029 feet. So I'm going to make it 9,000 as the highest I can draw. 9,000. This is going to be huge. Create. Look at this huge map. I mean, let's get rid of that. Also, the camera is now not in the center, so that's good enough. This is a huge map. This is 40 million. Wait, I think. Yeah, 40 million meters. 40 million. That's about the size of Earth in circumference. So it's about. So the Earth is about 25 million at the equator and 25 million around the And it's a remote size for the map. It's not really would get considered a floating point areas, but even 50,000 away. Click the center map. You're in orthogonal mode. Click on the center. Oh, okay. The center. This you mean that toggles perspective. Center. Click the center box in the top right of the scene view. Yeah. Okay. Perspective. I mean like that. Because I'm like moving around it. The scene anyway. So what was the? Oh yeah. Middle click is the drag. You said over 50,000 creates floating point errors. I mean, how in the world do they make realistic sized maps then? I mean, Earth is like what is it? It has the circumference of 25,000 miles, which is about 40,000 meters, 40 million meters. No way, that makes no sense. I must have Earth circumference in kilometers. Has the circumference polar radius. Okay. 12,000. No, okay, so where did I mess up here? Okay, 40,000. Okay, never mind, I got it right. 40 million meters. You're loading chunks at a time, constantly working near the origin. By loading chunks at a time, constantly. Yeah, but how do you do that in a game? I mean, you have to have the entire texture, the surface of the game, right? I mean, so you have. I mean, I guess you would split it up later on, but you would have to have the entire, map to tell. Okay, this loads in here and stuff, you know what I mean? So if I'm drawing the entire map and then telling it, I mean, I have to do um um some programming to figure out how to do that. But you can't. I mean, if you're drawing it in at certain intervals, I know Minecraft is huge. I mean, it's really huge, but it only has a low distance. So how does it do that? I mean, does it procedurally generate the map, or is it is already made, and then when you go into the area, it's already generated? You just have to go into view of it. Because obviously, procedure generation. What if you want a like in uh a world make? You want a world make. It's a not a procedure generated. You want like to make Earth or something like that. Now I have to figure out how to make. I haven't figured out how to make the terrain yet. Grass tint. Oh look, basic terrain. So how do I? Oh, oh, okay, okay. Grass tint. And so I still got that value into here. Nope. Now how do I add textures? Because I got assets. I got this green grass. Actually, no. Where is this done? Is that done downloading? Oh, it's at 65%. So that's done. Not done yet. So I got the Okay, let's go. Let's go back and make something in one of these corners because this is huge. So I can make as much. So let's go over here. The brush size is 500. Obviously, I don't need that big of it because if I try to do it on this map, it's going to be like a Mount Everest sized mountain. Oh, that's going to be huge. That would be huge. Let's just go somewhere on the map because I have to design the entire map because it is so huge. Let's zoom in. I mean, I know that now that one of these cubes are a meter, so let's zoom in all the way in. If I can zoom all the way in, what? What happened? Hello? Can I zoom all the way in with perspective? I want to zoom in all the way. Hello? I want to, oh wait. What is going on? Okay, let me look at the camera because I can't see anything. Let's go to the camera, it should zoom me in. Oh yes, thank you. Zoom in. Now I just have to drag myself around the map. Okay, let's put a mountain here somewhere. But now go back and click on here so I can actually do some terrain editing. So let's put this as 10 or something like that. So this is going to be I can't see the deformation right now. Okay, let's put this as 30. I say if this is your first go, you need to start with something smaller, more manageable before trying to make something planet size. Oh, I'm still learning, so I guess I could. I'm just wanted to. I always seem to overstate. I mean 30. This is my first time, so okay. So I guess go with 100 because obviously I'm not making a dent in here in this material, or maybe I'm just zoomed in too far or zoomed in not enough. Okay. Why is it okay? Why is it not producing any deformation? It's like the brush is not working. Hello? Is there something I'm not getting right? So like 5 major problems when you're trying to do it. Then there's floating point error. Okay, let me see the console. Screen portion out of view. Screen position out of view. Are you saying what's? Let's clear it. Let's see what it says. Clear, 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 clear. Come on, clear. What? Package cache. Unity writer. Let's go. You said 50,000. Take some skill program to work around them. Oh, you said 50,000. So let's go and put it at E27. Let's go and put it at 40,000 or 40,000 instead. Okay, now can I do it? Can I just clear this? Clear, 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 collapse. There's still a lot of writer editors. Oh, wait. Window. Oh, let's see something. So there's a lot of errors. I don't know what this writer editor testing unit test callback .cs error cs101. Train uses the texture to store the height information. Yeah, I don't know how to put a texture in there though. Cause it says no physical material. Okay, so I know how to, I did put physical material. Where did I put that? I was working in okay, assets create physics material. I already have a physics. Oh, I already have a physics material. No, wait, I just put ground, Ground. Now, I don't know anything about the dynamic friction, static friction, or bounciness. I'm just gonna keep it all that way. Let's go back to the terrain. Drag in the physics. I mean, do you even need the physics material, or just leave it blank? Let's go back here and leave it blank. There we go. And then the terrain data. Light mapping. Ooh, light mapping. Terrain is chunked up into 64 instances for break. Oh! It says terrain is chunked up into 64 instances for baking. Holy smokes. Pre-compute indirect resolution for this terrain is probably too high. Use lower real-time indirect resolution setting the light window or assign light map parameters. Use low resolution setting. Otherwise, it may take a very long time to bake, and memory consumption during and after baking may be very high. Holy smokes! I didn't realize it said that. You may reduce CPU draw call overhead by setting the detail resolution per patch as high as possible. Oh wait, what? You may reduce CPU draw call overhead by setting the detail resolution per patch as high as possible relative to detail resolution. Huh? If you had terrain that's 50,000 by 2,000, the height info is stored with a 2,048 by 24. Each height pixel would be 24 meters apart. Huh. Oh, that makes sense. So the height map is so crazy. Let's go back and see if I can create this. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's like a pointy object. It's not even okay. Brush size. I mean, let's put this as at 5 or something like that. I mean, I don't even see the brush anymore. I mean, I'm zoomed in all the way almost. Okay, maybe let's put it at 50. So I can actually see the brush. And let's zoom out to like, it's spiky. Just trying to make clear the values you're trying to weigh outside the range it's meant to be. Well, I guess let's try it this way. So you're saying that I got it. There's a texture I'm waiting to get downloaded, but it's it has a 8,192 by 8,192. So what if I go and make instead Now the height map, the height doesn't matter, so I'm just gonna make it 500 by 8,192 by 8,192. So I'm gonna make that. I mean, I really want to make the big world but So now I got a tiny map. Gonna have trouble trying to do that. So we're gonna do this this way. So how it works? See how it works. We just have the height map. As soon as it's downloaded, which is at 72%, you got a 8192 by 8192, and then that's for the grass, and then ground cracked, dry leaves, and stone. Train. I know. Do you know any good other textures I can use? Anything else I should download from the asset store? I got that already. Here's a realistic nature volume 2. Textures, not height maps. Yeah, but I need textures for the for it though, right? For like I want to not see. Look, so right now it's just a checkered box. See, see it's checkered. I want actually show So how do I? What's the terrain height? Okay, HEIGHT map. And let's go to free assets. Terrain tools. Oh, terrain tools. So that's another one. Terrain tool sample asset packs. That's the one the video is using. How big is it? 325 megabytes. Holy smokes. It's gonna take forever to download. If you hold the right mouse button, you can move around like an SPS button. The mice mouse. Yeah, the right mouse. But for some reason, I was in a different place of the map and I couldn't zoom in all the way because it was just clipping through. So now let's see. Does this have does the terrain have physics collider? Terrain, yes, it has a terrain collider, but no physics. I had to put the ground back on. Okay, I enable tree colliders. Now I could put trees in here. Paint trees. Click to paint trees. Hold shift to erase trees. Control erase trees as selected type. No trees defined. Edit trees. Add tree. Please assign a tree. Game. Oh, I need to go to the asset store and find some trees. Was that 4%? Trees. Is there any good assets? Hey, X prime. I guess like trees. Is there any good assets I can use? Do you know any? Okay, let's see. Free assets. Realistic trees. Okay. So I'm downloading. What are my assets? New feature and updates. New feature on my assets. Now I can filter your assets based on update, download, important status section editor. Okay. So that's 75% download. Oh, I can import easy roads too. Realistic. Oh yeah, realistic trees. Realistic. The person asked. You're not the person asked. You don't really use stuff on the asset store. Oh. Realistic trees. So that's importing. I can import height maps. So I can literally go on to Google and look up height maps. Earth height map. Earth height height map. Oh look, I can literally do this. Haha! I can literally make Earth in there. I can do that. Is that crazy? But oh yeah, is there any good RAW editor to RAW? Because you need to have a RAW format. So I need to find that. J free RAW converter. Free online RAW converter. US editors refers to work with RAW size. For free to RAW photo to RAW converter. So convert to RAW. Convert JPEG. Okay, JPEG. Fine. JPEG. Or JPEG. RAW. Not. JPEG to converting JPEG to RAW at any point. You need it for because look, if I go into here and import height map, I can do it batch global. Oh, I have to do it on new terrain, but I would assume I could also do it in here. Let's see. Physics on terrain. How much terrain collision volume should extend along negative axis? Objects colliding with the terrain from surface to equal depth of the thickness. This helps prevent high-speed moving objects from penetrating terrain without using expensive continuous collision detection. Okay, so I can make it 100. So what does that do to my scene? I mean, what does that do to... It's still, look, it's still... There's reason to use higher precision RAW files instead of... There's reason instead of PNG or JPEG. Yeah, it still doesn't have a height. Oh, why is it flat for? Even when I draw on the map, I'll show you. I'll draw something on the map. Okay, so this should be a little bit better. It's still jaggedy. Why is it jaggedy for? Why is it like that? Why is it so jaggedy? Unless I got the brush size so small. Okay, let's go 500. I guess 500 is the biggest it can go. Oh look, I've got... Alright, that's the height map. That's the highest it can go. Look! And you turned off your Xbox. Dragon Ball wasn't working, so you restarted the Xbox. Now you have to redo your stream. Oh, I see. Look at that. That's crazy. I don't want to have like a gap or something like that. I want to be able to have it thick as in depth. How do you do that? How do you have the depth of the terrain? As in, you could have this. How do I say this? Instead of just being like three-dimensional, volumetric. That's what I'm going to talk about. Not flat, two-dimensional. Okay, 500 is too thick, so too much. So let's go with something like 125. It's still spiky though. How do I get rid of the spikiness? I don't want it spiky. There has to be bulletin brush too. Is there like other types of brushes? Can I like brush mask? I don't know what's terrain is only height. There is no overhangs or undercuttings. Well, obviously, how you got that in your game, and you don't see what about when you dig into your terrain? You know, when you dig into your terrain and stuff like that, you obviously you have to have something below the terrain because when you dig down or mine, you got like a whole underground that goes all the way down. So how do you make that? Let's go back to main camera. Okay, let's resize these windows. Okay, let's do a simple. I guess I would have to use something like. I'm looking at the main camera now. Because when I click it to. Look, why is it like super fast? I don't want to. I seen how they did it. Maybe they might have a smaller brush size. Let's put it at 50. But then it's spiky. Why is it spiky? I don't want it spiky yet. I want them. It's spiky. All the ones I use are spiky. Why is this doing that to me? Reduce the brush strength. Well, oh, that's true. But I mean, how far do I have to go? Like 5? But then it's tiny. And it's even spikier. I got it at 8,000 by 8,000. What is it? Do I need to have it even smaller? I mean, from your house to a nearby town is bigger than that. That's like a kilometer, which is 1,000 meters, or sometimes up to 10 kilometers away. I mean, that's 10,000 meters. Brush settings. Brush settings. Brush settings. New brush. Okay. New brush, I said, not old brush. Brush 0. See, when I go to really small, let's see, look. I don't understand. Not the brush size, brush strength. Well, it's at 1. That's the highest it can go. Oh, oh, okay. Okay, so brush strength at 0.25 or something like that. No, 0.01 or something. And then put this at 50. So let's try that. Let's see if that works. I mean, I can't see much. Okay, 0.1 is even fall. Let's put this at 0.01. Put this at 100. Oh yeah, I can see. That's a lot better. 0.01 is too much. Okay, let's go with 0.05. Awesome! Yay! That's a lot better now. And let's put the brush size at 150. Okay, let's go 0.075. 0.075. That should be a little bit better. Awesome. Let's do a ring volcano. A ring volcano. Right in the middle of the map. You got a volcano. Now. So if I control and depress this. Okay, I need more brush strength now. Let's go 0.1. Okay, more than that. I need more brush size. No, strength. Let's go with 1. I want to go down. Hello, I'm pushing control. I know control is down. Are you saying I can't go deeper? So if I wanted to carve out a hole in the ground, I can't do that. How do I do that? I want to go below the terrain, bottom of the terrain. So I have that volcano. I want to go down underneath this. How do I do that? Can I do that? Can I make a hole in here like the map? So I can't go further down. It won't let me go down further. So I did find somewhere that said thickness. So thickness, physics on terrain data, thickness. Now, I don't know, I don't see anywhere that says thickness on the actual thing. It's just the height